This is a really, really nice version of this song. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit in my ears. So yeah, just a little bit of background before we jump into this. I played the Kingdom Hearts Unchained mobile game a little bit. I didn't get super far. If I'm being completely honest, I don't like it. It's not very fun to me. So I didn't get super far in it. I didn't get to anything story-wise that I didn't know. Like, there were a couple of Disney worlds that I played through, which were fine, but I don't know. So I've heard that this is kind of that story, but there are parts of this that are missing that you need to watch from the mobile game. So I don't exactly know how I'm going to do all that. But either way, I think that I've been blabbering enough and we should go ahead and get this started. So I guess I'm going to sit back, relax, and enjoy. So I would like subtitles on because sometimes I miss stuff. So. What is this? Looks... Oh wow, they're just gonna straight up do this. Huh. The five? The faded land, the light will see. Man, there's a lot going on thing. One thing I do kind of know is that it's kind of like, this has to do like before the Keyblade War, I'm pretty sure, and there were like hearts of children. Like children are important in this, so. The five who came. I hope that I'm not supposed to be like really absorbing these because this text is going far too fast. Hey. Yeah, I never made it to like most of these worlds. I think I did Snow White. I think you can watch the Union X cutscenes on the Kingdom Hearts Instant or YouTube channel. Thank you for that, and welcome to the stream as well. I might do that then, because from what I have heard, not everything is included in this, so I would like to get everything, and honestly, I don't know if I want to play through the game to get all the story. It's just, I don't know what you guys think about it. I don't find it fun at all, so... There's a lot going on here that I'm not exactly gathering. Like, there are definitely places I recognize. Alright. That's kind of a cool homage to the game, though. I like the style of the game. I think it's cool. Wow, this is really pretty. Is it going to be this pretty throughout the whole thing? Because they're so dang.
So that makes you the indisposable number 7. Huh. Come on, it's simple. U6 plus me is 7. Wait, don't tell me I don't count.
No.
Nice. I am... Whoa. That is...
Here, take it.
Isn't that Xehanort's
In the
Keyblade?
master's playful and mischievous way, he gave his apprentice Luciu a very important role. What seemed like a simple task was the element that would connect all of the events to come.
Huh.
Long, long ago, all the worlds were still one. One day, this would be called the Age of Fairy Tales. It all began here in Daybreak Town. The Master of Masters had an eye that gazes into the future. He bestowed upon 5 of his 6 apprentices a copy of the Book of Prophecies, in which was written the events to come.
The Master of Masters. That's pretty good. This is so pretty. I can't get over this.
So, did you look through the book?
Yes, but I'm still analyzing it.
Wow, no quick skim for you, huh?
I just prefer to be thorough. Master, is what it says in the last passage true?
Oh yeah, that. Bummer, huh?
Yes.
By the way, if one day I suddenly disappear, I'm counting on you to keep the others calm, okay?
Huh? Disappear?
Vanish? Dim? Fade? I don't know how to explain it. It's just hypothetical talk.
Okay.
I've never heard of Beyond Good. Well, I've heard of it. I've
This
never
world
looked at it
is
really though,
full
so I
of
don't.
light.
I'd have
It's
to look
a
into
world
it first.
comprised of many smaller worlds, all connected, stretching as far as the eye can see. One great light protects us all throughout this vast land. All worlds share one light, one fate.
I take it you're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yep, you're right on the money. People believe that the light that is Kingdom Hearts will be here forever. But if it were to disappear, the world would be enveloped in darkness.
I understand. That is why you granted us these Keyblades. With these, we can spread the teachings of light. And we can protect Kingdom Hearts from darkness.
No, they're not for protecting Kingdom Hearts.
Huh?
The final passage reads, "On that fated land, a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail, and the light expire."
Isn't it our duty as Keyblade wielders to prevent this war from taking place?
Not possible.
Oh,
You really
Okay.
think you can change the future?
Then, what do you want us to do?
We have to focus on what comes after. There's no use thinking of ways to change events that we know are gonna happen.
But what about all of those who are here now? And the ones who will be here when
it's
the
a very
darkness finally
interesting
comes?
little like
Are we to abandon
head
all
thing
of them?
Come
that
on.
he is wearing. I imagine
Tell
that
me
could
you
like
think
hurt
the
someone
world
when you
can
put it
be
on
saved
wrong
by
or something.
just 7 people?
We have to at least try. With enough Keyblade wielders, we could...
Well, if you want to give it a shot.
Yes.
Alrighty, good luck.
Okay, bye. These are cool looking Keyblades.
And so the reliable Era, who
Era.
wore the mask of the unicorn, was given his role
Okay.
to take over for the Master and to lead the others.
So the master just
Similarly,
Kind
the
of-
virtuous Envy, who wore the mask of the snake,
gave
was
up.
given her role to watch over the others with a fair eye.
That's a cool looking mask.
The fearless Aced, who wore the mask of the bear, was given his role to support their brand new leader, Era. The prudent Ava, who wore the mask of the fox,
These are all new characters.
was
This is
given
super
her role
exciting.
to prepare exceptional Keyblade wielders for the world after. The cool-headed Gula, who wore the mask of the leopard, was given his role to uncover the mystery of the Book of Prophecies. Lushu, the first of the apprentices to be given their role, watched his companions from afar as they learned what it was that they were meant to do. Then, he disappeared.
Interesting.
Not long after that, the Master vanished, dimmed, and faded without a trace.
Hey.
This is where your story began. The story of your very own adventure. 5 of the Master's apprentices armed themselves with the Book of Prophecies. They each created a union. This would fulfill his wishes.
Those Keyblades all had really cool designs.
Then, they set out to rally Keyblade wielders just like you. By defeating Heartless, the monsters of darkness, they would gather light.
Hell, I see your messages. I'm focusing on the movie right now. I apologize.
There's a traitor among us.
Oh. Starting with that.
Are you certain? What proof do you have?
I found this sniffing around.
Is that a dark Cherothy? Is that a nightmare?
What? What? What?
Master, did you make this? It's so cute!
Well, things are gonna get pretty hectic around here soon. But this spirit Cherothy is gonna make your lives much easier. Hopefully.
Spirit?
You could say they're like cats or dogs. And they'll be your loyal
Thank you,
pets.
Gridblade, for following.
Every wielder will have one of these adorable little guys at their side.
Very appreciative.
They're here to help, so play nice.
Okay.
So they literally
Oh,
just
right.
created
Don't forget,
the 3 meters. That's really
if a
interesting.
wielder is overcome by malice, or rather if their heart is tainted by darkness, their adorable little spirit will turn dark and become a nightmare.
So you're
It's very
telling us that if we
instructional. I
see
like
a
it.
nightmare,
Someone has fallen into darkness.
Exactly. And if you don't stop this renegade spirit, it'll plant darkness in the hearts of others. And you'll have an army of nightmares on your hands. Beware.
So, if we see one of these nightmares anywhere, we have to get rid of it on the spot.
No! I won't let you do that!
No wonder you ended up as the bear. You're scary.
Your point?
Maybe you can growl at them.
The thought of hurting
Don't
anything
insult
is
me.
just like...
Come on, Hassan. You won't know if it works unless you try. Please tell me you're joking.
Come on.
It's
I
not
kind
me.
of like how lighthearted this is right now.
There's an easy way to solve this. If we all summon our spirits, then we'll know.
Unfortunately, there are countless wielders in our unions. It would be easy for any of us to summon a Cherothy that isn't a nightmare. I'm afraid that your suggestion wouldn't help us get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, in that case, who's to say that the nightmare you saw belongs to one of us? It could belong to anyone in our unions.
that's highly unlikely. Do you recall the tool the wielders were given in order to make them stronger? We generally don't concern ourselves with what they have at their disposal. However, I believe those tools were the nightmare's doing.
The bangles. I know when they're equipped, they have the power to collect dark energy. But I thought we all agreed that was okay.
Collecting is fine, but using that power is the equivalent of using the power of darkness.
It's a brilliant plan. Everyone knows that all spirits look the same, and wielders exist in spades. There's no way to tell.
Oh no. Everyone's already equipped their bangles.
So what now? How do we find out who's behind this?
Seeing as those bangles couldn't have been acquired by just anyone, I believe it's one of us here in this room.
No, Ira.
Do not waste any
I
time
respectfully disagree.
talking about treachery and stuff.
What proof do we have that the bangles are tied to the power of darkness? Or if a nightmare is to blame? We shouldn't simply jump to conclusions.
Ira, some leader you are. You've managed to plant seeds of doubt in all of us with that speech. What? Did you expect the traitor to give themselves up with that accusation of yours? That was foolish.
Aced, that's quite enough.
It looks to me like the Master made the wrong choice.
Wait, where do you think you're going?
I think we're done here. I trust you'll keep us all updated.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind playing
I hope. I hope. we
Spyro
can
games. I
all
never really
resolve
got to
this.
play them when I was younger. So.
That didn't go as expected.
What's wrong, Ira? This isn't like you.
A lost page. Something's
Oh.
missing from our book of prophecies.
Oh no.
Each of our copies were said to contain the events of the future. But this incident, well, it's nowhere to be found.
And how does this whole thing with the traitor tie together?
Like I said, it's nowhere to be found. In my book.
Ira, are you implying that someone is in possession of the missing page? And the person with the complete book is the traitor?
There is something going on, and a page is suspiciously missing from the book. It's not so far-fetched to assume that the one who has the lost page has been turned, that they have fallen into the hands of darkness. Trust me.
There seems to be no record of it in my book either. You may be onto something.
They look through those books
I wonder,
quickly.
could this have been the Master's plan all along? To grant the lost page to only one of us?
We have no way of knowing. The Master is gone.
I understand what you were saying. I promise to keep a close eye on the others. I will keep you informed, as always.
Thanks.
Of course. After all, that is what the Master asked of me.
So there were two guys in black coats, right?
And Ira, may your heart be
Like-
your guiding key.
Who were both of those guys in black coats? Because I know the Master is one of them, obviously.
So, to sum it up, I'll need you to observe the others. Easy breezy.
All right.
Like I said, Ira may have to take over for me.
So these are all flashbacks, basically, when the
But don't be
Master
shy.
comes through.
Just be fair.
Lushu, that's right,
Never
never mind.
Afraid to speak up. Even though I say observe,
I forgot, sorry.
You'll need to be the mediator. Make
So
sure
this is
people
Lushu
get
right
along.
now, talking to all of these Masters.
I understand.
Here.
But without you or
Gotcha,
Lushu,
okay.
to form
Or no,
and
that is
maintain
the
our
Master.
own unions is
I'm confused. The fact that there's two that look
it's a
exactly the
little
same.
unnerving, to be honest.
I'll get it, I promise.
Oh, come on. Lighten up a little.
I can't make any
Maybe
promises
I'll
on what
never
games I'll play. I have no idea what my schedule is yet.
Wait. Do you want me to go?
What? No, of course not.
I was just kidding.
Oh, I see.
So this is
Look,
the Master.
I get that change can
Okay,
be hard
thank
for
you everyone for answering my
But
questions.
things need to keep moving forward. And you need to keep up. Otherwise,
Lushu is
you'll
the
just
one
get
with
left
the
behind, all alone.
suitcase, right?
Now that you
Going
know what the future
into
holds,
the, like,
maybe, what does your heart say?
Wasteland or whatever.
May your heart be your guiding key. I say it all the time. You ultimately need to do what your heart feels is right.
Right.
I am liking these characters. They seem
I was wrong about Ira. I thought he would make a great leader, but he let me down.
very unique people.
Well, what do you two think? You don't believe what Ira said. Do you?
Of course not. His argument was unconvincing. It's like Invi said. He's just making baseless assumptions given the situation. There's no evidence to tie his accusations to anyone, let alone one of us.
Maybe there's something he hasn't told us.
And he needs to tell us. How dare he look at us with suspicion? We're his comrades.
I wouldn't call us comrades. Anyway, could you get to the point? I know you didn't call us here just to complain.
I want the three of us to form an alliance.
But alliances are forbidden, us said.
I knew it. I had a feeling it would come to this. So, we join forces, then confront Ira?
Confronting him is pointless. Ira won't change his mind. I know there's darkness at work. There's no question. But I don't believe for a second there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately, Ira doesn't share the same belief. He's just wasting time trying to figure out who the traitor is. The darkness won't wait, and neither should we. We need to band
I have a
together
feeling that this
now
is going to be
and
like
find a way to fight it.
a mistake and bad choice made out of good intentions.
makes sense.
Sort of like what happened to Riku in Kingdom
I
Hearts
agree
1.
that we need to do something to fight the darkness. But combining our unions, that was strictly forbidden by the Master.
He's no longer here.
I'm in. But let's be clear. The alliance is just between the two of us right now. I don't want my union members involved.
Gula! I want to follow the Master's teachings.
Understood. That's your choice to make.
I would
should
love to
do
play
whatever
Xenoblade
you
game.
feel
I've played
is right.
Xenoblade Chronicles X a little bit, but I
By
never
the
got
way,
very far. But I've never played
do
the
Ira
original
give you
or
one?
the second one
I
yet,
haven't
so I wouldn't
talked
mind
to
playing
Ira
that.
about it for obvious reasons, but I did ask Envy to join us.
You wanted to see me?
Speaking of which,
Gula, Ava, what are you doing here? What's the meaning of this?
Hear me out, Envy. I want an alliance among our unions. Gula here has already agreed. Will you join us? And together we
And
can...
disobey the Master's teachings?
We don't have a choice. Darkness is approaching, and we need to combine our strength to stand against it.
The Master bestowed each of us with a different role, and he specifically told us to keep our union separate, to maintain the balance of power. He told us that any imbalance would lead to a desire for more power, which leads to darkness. I know you haven't forgotten. Perhaps it's you who has been tainted by darkness.
so far it seems Envy's the most level-headed of all of them.
I'm tainted by darkness? Then what about you, Envy? You spy on us and report everything you see back to Ira. You really think you have no darkness in your heart after what you did?
Because that is my role.
To observe us, yes, but not to disclose everything we say and do to Ira.
That's...
For all we know, you and Ira could be allies, scheming behind our backs.
that's enough.
This is all very heated. It's making me, like, nervous. Why can't they just all be happy-go-lucky like Sora and Kairi? And
When will it stop? I don't want us to turn against each other.
Thank you so much, the Elf Demon, for
Master Alva.
following. Very appreciated. I hope you are enjoying the
Oh.
streams.
Hello. Your name is Ephemer, right?
Uh-huh.
Hello, Ephemer.
Hey, can I join you?
Uh-huh.
Why the
It's
long
just-
face?
I know I said this already.
Did
It's
something
very
happen?
pretty.
Hmm.
Yeah, Ava's just confused.
Okay.
Like,
Do you remember what you asked me before? About why the unions compete against each other instead of working together. Actually, I always wanted
if I
the
remember
same
right,
thing.
in the game, there's like 5
Huh?
different like
Isn't it
clans
just
or whatever
because
you
the
could
master
join that
said
kind of
so?
did different things.
Yes. And as such, we must obey. The Master said so. So it is. Lately, I've really started to wonder. You once told me that you were looking for answers. That you wanted to solve the mysteries of this world. Well, I think that's how things should be. We need to question things and think for ourselves.
Whoa! You are really not yourself today. I guess even foretellers have their off days. Hey, maybe talking about the book will cheer you up.
I think it's
Not
kind
a
of cool
chance.
that
Aww.
the like union leaders can just kind of chill.
You were trying
around.
to pull a fast one on me, weren't you?
Oh, no, I was joking.
If you say so. But to be honest, I think it would be great if all the unions could work together and be friends.
You know, I made a friend from another union today. Wasn't much of a talker. Maybe just shy. We're meeting again tomorrow.
That sounds like so much fun. Then you'd better go home and get some sleep.
Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you. I don't know what's got you down, but please cheer up.
He's very
Thank you.
Sora-esque.
If the worst happens, I'll be glad to leave the future to the kids who see the world in the way that you do. Let the wind carry you far, far away. My dandelions.
Envy, have you learned something?
It seems Ased and Gula's unions are now allied.
So Ased is the traitor after all.
No, I don't believe he is.
Hero was quick
Why is
to jump
that?
to that conclusion.
To Ased, unification is a means of gathering strength to oppose the darkness. So I believe his heart still belongs to the light.
Even so, forming alliances was strictly forbidden by the Master.
Yes, and his teachings are absolute. That's why I will try and persuade Gula to dissolve their alliance.
Then I'll do it.
No, please let me do
She's
the
like,
talking. Your
"Please
intervention will
don't."
do nothing more than spur Ased's anger.
All right. I'll leave
I
it to
get
you.
that. Imagine having this
And one more
situation,
thing.
like, that'd be, like, very
Ased
rocky.
has begun to question the two of us. As a precaution, my reports will be less frequent. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. Please understand.
Yes, I do.
Seriously, though. Like, Envy seems to be very much, like, thinking rationally about this whole situation. A few months later. They could have picked a couple of different music tracks to shake things up a little bit.
I think I'm done.
Done with what?
The Alliance. I think it's time to call it quits.
For what reason?
To put it simply, I entered this alliance thinking we were preparing to fight some impending darkness, but it hasn't come. In fact, there haven't been any suspicious incidents recently, and you haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah, but
This alliance is meaningless. Even Envy agrees. Oh,
Envy?
uh-oh. You
Come
weren't
on, man.
supposed to find out.
Is Envy the one who told you to break our alliance?
Maybe.
Perhaps.
But I'm the one who decided to do it. And I've already told you why.
But we don't even
Oh.
know who the traitor is yet!
Hell, I promise I see your
that's
messages. I'm just
exactly
really
why.
trying to focus on the game right now. I will look up some games, but I really just want to watch this right now.
I just can't trust anyone but myself.
It's fair.
Don't you realize you won't stand a chance against the darkness on your own?
Sorry, my mind's made up.
envy. You will regret this.
Ased gets super, like, angry. Yeah, I was actually about to say, like, he's super... Here's the thing, though, is I don't think that it's unwarranted, like, anger or fear, like, ferocity. I just, like, I genuinely don't think he's a bad guy.
You been here long? My bad.
No.
So, what did you want?
You didn't forget, did you? You're the one who called me here.
Lighten up! I was just kidding. I didn't forget. Give me a little credit here.
Man, this,
I was just
for being,
testing
like,
you.
the head of everyone, he's
Right.
pretty chill.
Now then, allow me to tell you about your role. You're going to be Ira's right-hand man.
What? Ira's right-hand man? What do you mean?
Well, Ira's gonna be the new leader after I'm gone, you see. So, just stand by. Don't disappoint.
Explain to me, Master. What do you mean Ira's going to be leader?
What? Is that disappointment I hear? Did you want to be leader?
No! I mean, if you had asked me to be the leader, that's a different story, but I wasn't trying.
You really want to be leader, huh?
Well...
I know you want it, but that just isn't enough. Any chump can say, here's a huge promotion, good job, and make you head honcho. But enthusiasm alone doesn't make a great
This is
leader.
genuinely funny.
Ira needs someone like you to give him a push in the right direction.
I agree. Ira is definitely the most worthy among us. I'm sure he'll make a fine leader.
Then it's settled.
Wait, I agreed that he is worthy. But why do we need a new leader, Master? Does that mean you will no longer be teaching us?
Well, I might disappear one day. Well, I might disappear.
Disappear? Why? Where?
Speak up sooner if you're listening. It was embarrassing for me. Anyway,
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna disappear or not. It's anyone's guess right now.
But...
In any case, you need to support Ira. We both know he's quite serious. He's always just thinking and thinking and thinking behind that unicorn mask of his. So everyone will be counting on you to spur him into action.
Right.
You might not be entirely happy with your role, but just know that it's the most important one. Capiche? Shall I elaborate? Making Ira the leader is all good in theory, but sometime later you might think, he's terrible at this. In which case it'll be your job to step up. Who knows?
Interesting.
Your leadership might be just what everyone needs. And that is your true role. May your heart be your guiding key. Best of luck, Ased.
It's been over a year since the Master left. It's time for me to fulfill my true role.
Oh no.
Why do you get in my way?
It's almost like the Master is making them turn against each other
Don't be
within
so conceited.
themselves
I'm
on
protecting
purpose.
the balance, just like the Master told us to. You need to come to your senses.
If we don't do something, light will expire. Then we won't be able to avoid the grim future that awaits. We need to defy the Master's teachings to protect the world.
He's crying.
You're saying he was wrong?
He's not here anymore. I won't let his
All of their
prophecy
Keyblades
come
have like
true.
little eyes on it.
I won't let the world fall into darkness.
Hey BMC, how's it going?
You fool!
Exactly, Mika Yumiko. Like, the master made all these rules and it's like impossible to follow them all.
Ava, over here!
Envy! Ased! What's going on?
I found out who the traitor is. Regrettably.
No, that's not true!
Ava, there's no time to lose.
Oh man, you can't make this choice right now. I would not mind. This is epic, Sabrish. Like, no.
Heart be my guiding key.
I genuinely believe that Ased is in completely 100% thinks he's right.
Master. Master?
I see.
If you're busy, I can always come back later.
Sure.
Oh, for sure.
no,
I'm not
no,
defending
stay.
Ased at all. I don't think he's a
Now
bad person. It's just once again
here
good
it
intentions
is.
making bad decisions. Oh, he just ripped out a book or ripped out a page. He's ripping out a page of every one of their books, isn't he? Or maybe not. I don't know.
What's this?
Go on, read it.
This is from the Book of Prophecies. But
Yep. It's a page that's not in any of your books.
and what's written here is
Gulu knows.
Your role. You must find the traitor hidden among you and stop them before it's too late. And in order to help you find the traitor,
I get it. That's why you gave us all different roles, isn't it? If anyone deviates from the job they were given,
Thank
we
you
can
so
easily
much,
conclude
Q2
that they
Spire,
are the
for
traitor.
following.
It's brilliant.
way to steal my thunder, show
So
off.
Gulu's the one that has the page.
It's not fair. My plan was supposed to blow your mind with its grandeur. Your jaw should have hit the floor at my sheer genius.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, the missing
my
page
logic
that's
flawed?
not missing because Gulu had it the whole time.
You're right. So, I guess now you've earned your time in the limelight. Even though there is a traitor, act normal and keep focused. Trust no one.
I
but
do not know
yourself.
who the Master of Masters is, but please don't spoil it. Like, don't spoil anything. I know it's this guy. I don't know who he is, but like...
Trust no one but myself.
Hey, I don't know either. It's fine. I'm really digging the designs of these new characters. Like, it's very cool.
Gula.
you want to know what my role is? The books we were given are incomplete. There's a lost page.
Lost page?
On that page, it is written that there is a traitor. The master told me.
That is a cool looking Keyblade, but I don't want this to happen right now.
I called you my comrade.
No.
But never again, Gula. It doesn't matter to me if you think I am the traitor and you want to strike me down. You knew there was a traitor and you just watched silently as we fought each other. And I won't forgive you for that.
You can barely stay on your feet. Just give up already.
Don't you underestimate me!
I don't want all these people fighting each other. What? What?
Please stop!
Ah! I've never seen the Seven Deadly Sins. Can't get mad at her. Just, everyone's angry. I'm angry. I don't like this. Please stop.
Why? Why did it have to come to this?
Because the master's setting it all up. He's the guy I don't trust. He's the traitor. Screw him. Literally, yeah, like... Everyone's just hurt. Oh, it's Ira. They haven't seen each other for a while.
Come to finish me off? And make it quick.
That's not what brought me here today. I wish to fulfill the role bestowed upon me. That's all. It isn't our place to try to change the events of the future. That is not our mission. We're here to make sure that light lives on. With only 5 lights, we can't afford to lose any.
You still count me as one of the 5 lights?
Of course.
Only you could be such a good guy after everything we've been through. But hey, I guess that's one of the reasons I respect you so much.
Didn't really show the respect. I'm glad you guys are getting along.
However, we still might only be 4. I'm talking about Gula. He's using the knowledge of something called the Lost Page. He said that it contains events that are missing from all of our books.
Good guy, Ira, yeah.
He's using it to discover and apprehend whoever is the traitor. Claims that's his role. But who knows what his real intentions are? What I do know is that I'll never forget.
Are you talking about like how like
the
this
fact that he knew someone would betray us?
Beginning of their
That's the biggest
names
betrayal of all.
are
I'd like to believe that Gula was
after
simply
those?
carrying out his role. Aset, I'll deal with this matter. Please keep it to yourself for now.
Exactly, yeah, like everyone's on the same page, they just deal with it differently and then don't like how the other person deals with
I
it.
need to see that lost page.
That's what's so frustrating about all this is like,
Why did you tell Ira? It had to be you, because you were the only one who knew where we were hiding. Didn't you think for a second that your actions could be making things worse than they already are?
And why should that even bother you? Not only do you have your union, but you've also gathered the finest Keyblade wielders from other unions, and you're training them in a secret location, aren't you?
Yes, because that is my role!
I had no idea. I apologize. I overstepped.
This is making me upset.
I shouldn't have snapped at you either.
See, that was the fastest resolution out of all of them. It's just
What did Ira
Envy and
want?
Ava. Just sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, we're good. Yeah.
I don't know exactly. He just asked me to give up Gula. His eyes, they were...
Can you see his
Scary.
eyes through the mask?
I was worried he'd do something awful. I knew I couldn't tell him where Gula was. Then he turned around and walked away.
I see. And Gula? How is he doing?
I don't know. He's gone.
Hello.
Someone's coming. They're headed straight this way.
Take care of him.
Does Kingdom Hearts Unchained tell you that that little guy is a spirit? Because I played that before Dream Drop Distance, but I didn't know about spirits then. And I don't remember them. Granted, I didn't really remember much about that game, the mobile game.
Is something wrong?
I know Gula's here.
What?
Tell me where he is.
But why? What are you going to do?
None of your concern.
Don't.
What?
I won't let you near him.
Ooh.
So that's it. All right. I'll go.
Okay.
Gula,
Later in
what
the
are
game,
you
I see it.
doing?
Yeah, I really didn't get it far at all. I don't even know how long that game is. I just remember there being so many like filler missions and not anything story. And I played for, I thought it was a while.
Ira was here. He wanted me to give you up.
I knew it. It's finally come to this.
Come to what?
Everyone wants to know about the lost page.
The lost page?
Man,
Yeah,
he hasn't even told her? Wow.
it's a page the Master gave me. It doesn't exist in any of our books. It contains a passage about an inevitable betrayal. It talks about...
It sure felt like
one
that
who
many
bears the
years. Like,
sigil.
it was so long.
That's it. So... I don't know what to make of it, to be honest.
The one who bears the
My
sigil.
goal is to find out who it is. I suspected it
interesting.
said and went to confront him.
Because they mentioned a sigil on Sora
What happened?
at the end of Dream Drop Distance.
Why are you telling me this, Gula? I have enough to think about, keeping with the Master's teachings and my role.
Always walking the straight and narrow. I'm a fool for basing my actions on what is written on that lost page. Everything in the passage is ambiguous at best. That's why. I need to find out
But how?
by asking the Master.
But he's not here anymore.
I'm going to summon Kingdom Hearts.
Oh! What?
Then he'll have no choice but to come back.
Summoning Kingdom Hearts is forbidden!
That's exactly why. The only way to get him back is to break the rules. If things don't change, the entire world is doomed.
I think he's onto something here. I agree with you.
But in order to go through with it, I'll need Lux. I don't have nearly enough.
Bye, BMC. Thanks for joining me while you
Always do
could.
the right thing.
I'm definitely enjoying this.
Help me with this.
So. Aha!
I'm sorry. I know you want the Master to return,
She can't break the rules.
but you don't know how summoning Kingdom Hearts will affect the rest of the world. The Master, he forbid it for a reason.
But why did he do any of this? For what reason? What is
I'm
all of
afraid
this? I don't
I
even know
can't
who he
help
is. Hmm.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Ghoul is on a mission to collect Lux.
Ah. That explains why Aset and Ira are as well. They're trying to maintain the balance. But that isn't
See, here,
the balance
this is
we
the
were
problem, is I
expected
know
to
the
keep.
Keyblade Ward happens.
If everyone's
So, like, I know
collecting
that it's
light
gonna end that way.
solely for
But I don't want it
themselves,
to.
Keyblade wielders will soon turn against one another, which will lead to the Keyblade War.
Exactly.
And what's written in the book, all of it will happen.
Light will expire.
Envy, what are you going to do?
I'll gather Lux too. No matter what, the balance must be kept. Ava, you do the same. We must delay the inevitable.
Don't like
Right.
this. Come on. We're gonna finally see this scene. I love the way they do this with, like, the case of whoever just on the stuff.
What's written in the last page of the book is gonna happen. The entire world will be lost to darkness.
But Master, isn't there anything we can do?
Well, that's what brings me to your role. You might just be the only hope of keeping light from expiring.
Hope? Master, what is it that you need me to do? Oh,
Don't get involved in any battles. Forget the notion of unions. Find Keyblade wielders with potential and create an entirely separate organization. Then, like the seeds of a dandelion, let them fly to another world. They will keep the light alive.
you really think that I'm the right person for this?
Ava, you're the only person for this.
I understand.
Interesting. So her role is
Today
to
you're
just
here
ignore everything.
To continue with your training for our mission. This session may seem like it's familiar to you, but in a world that is different, one made of dreams, you are our hope. A war will soon wage. Those who strive
Hey,
to
the
protect
music.
the light will turn their weapons on their allies for the sake of loyalty to their own unions. To be honest, I don't know how far I can guide all of you. What you must remember is that anyone can lose themselves to the darkness. However, there will be no winners. Everything
That's kind of
will
a
be
solemn
lost.
way to put that out there.
Except all of you who are the
There you go.
seeds
Okay.
of hope. When the time comes, and there is war, you mustn't fight, but instead you must fly away from here to the world outside. This training is to help you fulfill this crucial task. The future is in all your hands, as is the world's light. May your hearts be your guiding key.
May your heart be your guiding key. That is a thing. Ugh. Ooh, here we go. This looks like some good
The
deets.
gazing eye? It's not what it's called. Oh, what then? Actually, no name.
That is Xehanort's Keyblade,
No
right?
name. Well, gazing or not, that Keyblade does have an eye in it. My eye, to be exact. Ew!
I don't
Oh,
want
think
the
that's
PS4
close, do ya?
to turn off. Come on.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, about your role. You need to pass down that Keyblade
I'm pressing buttons, so hopefully
to
that
your
fixed it.
apprentice and then him to his, so that my eye can see the future.
So the Book of Prophecies.
Bingo! The fact that it exists is proof of your success. That means you've trained a worthy apprentice, passed down that handsome Keyblade, and fulfilled your role. Congratulations! What's the matter? Come on, you did a fantastic job. At least
Music,
smile
though.
a little.
But I haven't done anything yet.
Good point. Guess you better get started then. Unfortunately, you'll have to go alone from here on out. No Book of Prophecies to keep you company either. I can't have you causing any temporal paradoxes. But hey,
Wait a
both
minute.
know you'll do just fine without it, right?
Do I really have to go alone? What about the others?
Is Lushu like
Minor details, so don't sweat it.
the master,
now, you-
but younger?
That Keyblade and this box need to stay out of sight. Just watch with your own eyes, and my eye, of course, as things unfold between the others. Then, when the time is right, go off and do your thing.
What's in it?
It's a secret.
So that is his
Dang.
eye. So he uses it
See.
so Lushu can watch everything
You can never, ever open it.
through the Keyblade,
Great, now I
basically.
really want to know.
All right. I'll indulge you. But this secret stays between the two of us, and you have to promise never to open the box.
I promise.
Come on. Why can't once I just know something? Why does everyone have to know more than me?
You'll see.
Ugh.
May my heart be my guiding key.
A. What? That can't be the end, can it? They wouldn't do that, would they? What? What? That's everything? Are you serious? That's the whole thing? No! Why do they always do this? Ugh. They literally just left it there. Come on. That was really it was shorter than any of the other cutscene movies, but it was good. I loved the animation style and loved the backstory that it gave about a lot of stuff. They definitely had some tension going on between everyone, so Lushu is Xehanort and Ericus is master or something. I mean, doesn't the Keyblade War take place like 1,000 years in the past or something like that? I can't remember the exact numbers, but I thought it was something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. Huh. I don't know. It's weird though. Like time seems to be really inconsistent in these games. So, huh? I cannot believe that was that short. I was like waiting. I was so into it. Like I wanted to find out what happened to all this stuff. So all these Union leaders are collecting Lux to try and bring Kingdom Hearts or stop Kingdom Hearts, etc., etc. And I don't even know why. Those fight scenes were so good too. Like, ugh, that was awesome. The remaining war happens after this, and then the remaining Dandelions went to the world of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and so on. Yeah, so, like, from what I understand, the Keyblade War is what causes all of the worlds to separate in the first place. Also, they're playing the Other Promise right now. Which, that's, I don't know. There are so many good versions of Dearly Beloved, but I think the Other Promise is my favorite song in Kingdom Hearts. Ugh. I'm surprised that, like, no one died or something. In all honesty, that whole like this plot was the most coherent of like any of the Kingdom Hearts story stuff that we know about yet. Like, there wasn't any crazy, like, there's nothing wrong with the complicated plots at all, in my opinion, once you understand kind of what's going on, but like, this was very much just like, this is what's happening. There's a traitor among us. We have all these unions. And there's going to be a gigantic war and everyone's going to die. So, and it's honestly too bad that I don't enjoy the way that the Kingdom Hearts Unchained plays. So, like, come on. Anyway, wow. That was something. I'm going to be so curious about this now. I can suddenly see why everyone is like, why isn't Kingdom Hearts 3 out yet? Like, want to know something interesting? I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, I started recording Kingdom Hearts stuff in 2013. 2013. Like, forever ago. I was really young. And Kingdom Hearts 3 still isn't out yet. I've gone through basically the entire series at this point, and it's still not out. So, wow. That was short and sweet. I really like that. Ooh, the theater. Oh, so can I, like, watch the scenes again and stuff like that? I'm assuming that this goes over the characters. So, yeah. So, there's the Master of Masters. No one knows that his mischievous nature is calculated or true. I have no idea. So he has, yeah, so 5 of his 6 apprentices get a copy of the book. Lushu does not. Only the Master Disciple does not receive a copy of the Book of Prophecies. He's bestowed with a Keyblade and a black box. And that's all we know. Gulu is kind of chill. His role is to solve the mysteries of the Book of Prophecies in the Lost Page. Ava, she's often treated as a friend by other wielders due to her age. She's the leader of the Union Vulpes. Her role is to find exceptional Keyblade wielders regardless of union. Yeah, so she's kind of like a nice person. This was just supposed to finally give us the story of how the war happened. Now we only need to know what the Master of Masters was wanting to accomplish with all this. With the box and Lushu, yeah. So those are still, like, confused. They still left us questions. I started the friendship with Kingdom Hearts 2 back when I was in middle school. I'm about to graduate college in a month. Seriously, though, like, what's taking them so long? Oh! Alright. Fearless Keyblade wielder and leader of the Union Ursus. His role is to support their new leader, Ira. Envy, Keyblade Master leader, she holds the Master Hand. Her role is to watch over others with a fair eye. So she was kind of the bringer of balance. Unicornus. Being the new leader of the foretellers. I want to know all of, like, Lushu and the Master are definitely the most mysterious of all these. Chirithy was created by the monsters for the Keyblade wielders. They originally exist as helpful spirits. If the world becomes lost to darkness, they become nightmares. Yes. Ephemer is a young and outgoing Keyblade wielder. He questions the way the world works and decides to tell it. Is he a character in the actual game? I don't know that for sure. And then the Danny Lions are of a special union for exceptional Keyblade wielders. So, all right. As for chapters, I'm assuming we can just watch all of them again if we wanted to. All right. So once again, everyone, thank you so much for joining me on this. I know it wasn't super as in-depth as like maybe gameplay or something, or as interesting as something like that, but I definitely enjoyed it. It was super fun to just sit down, chat with you guys, chill, and learn more about the world of Kingdom Hearts, which is awesome. Plus, it was beautiful, and the music was great, and the fighting scenes were great. So yeah, it was awesome. Anyway, if you are not currently following me, I would totally appreciate it if you would go ahead and click the follow button. Only if you want to be updated, of course, but it's helpful to get you notified when I start my streaming. Despite that, if you're not sure, my streaming schedule is below. Although it might be changing soon. I don't think I'm going to be available on Tuesdays. It might change to Mondays. Not quite sure yet. I will make sure to update you guys on that, though. Other than that, this will be up on YouTube at some point. I still need to finish editing all the Dream Drop distance footage. I should maybe be getting one of those videos out either tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. But other than that, yeah, it was super, super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you on Saturday for when we complete the 0.2 Fragmentary Passage chapter with Aqua. So that'll be super fun. See you guys then.